You know, that day that it was so incredibly windy, so bad. There were,
Grass fire or?
I think it was moldy hay. Got going. And it burned a whole bunch of cold stock bales that we had for bedding. And damaged one building.
Okay.
And, well, actually damaged two buildings, because then the sparks flew. I felt
Sure,
really
when it's windy like that.
Oh, it was just awful
Yeah.
carrying this, it was, I felt so bad for the firefighters.
Yeah.
That the thank yous all written, I just don't have any checks and anything yet.
I don't know the right answer to tell you.
Okay.
Good evening. I call to order this regular joint meeting of the Minnehaha County and Sioux Falls Planning Commissions. And the Sioux Falls Planning Commission has some business to take care of first. Kurt?
Thank you, Madam Chair. On the city side, we need to do the official voting in of a chairman this evening since our chair and vice chair are absent. So at this time, I will open the floor and accept nominations for Kurt Johnson as chairman.
Madam Chair, I nominate Kurt Johnson to serve as our temporary chairperson. Also noting that this is probably close to his 120th joint meeting like this, so we should acknowledge that as well. Way to go, Kurt.
Thank you, Commissioner
A
Paulson.
second? I
Is there
can
a
second.
second?
Yeah.
We do have a second. Thank you. At this point, are there any other nominations for chair? Hearing none, I'll also accept a motion to close the floor to nominations.
So made.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say yes.
Yes.
All opposed, same sign. And now to officially vote Kurt Johnson as chair. Any further discussion? Didn't think so. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All opposed, same sign. There is the official business. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Kurt. I will begin with a few introductory comments. As a courtesy to everyone here tonight, please make sure that all cell phones have been silenced. Please note that tonight's Planning Commission meeting will be rebroadcast via CityLink and posted on the www.minnehahacounty.gov site for viewing by the general public. The two planning commissions work together on land use and zoning matters within the rural areas surrounding the city. This area is displayed on the screen. When this joint hearing is completed, the joint Sioux Falls and County Planning Commission will adjourn and the next regular business meeting will begin to consider items beyond the joint zoning jurisdiction with Sioux Falls. Action taken on the major amendment to a plan development during the public hearing tonight is a recommendation that will be forwarded to the County Commission and City Council for another public hearing on Tuesday, May 28th at or after 5 p.m. The joint meetings of the County Commission and the City Council are held in Carnegie Town Hall, and that is located at 235 West 10th Street. First on the agenda is public input. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on an item that is not on the agenda? At this time, the Planning Commission will consider the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are perceived to be non-controversial and meet all of the requirements of the codes and regulations. The consent agenda will be acted on in one motion with no public hearing on the items unless a member of the public, the commission, or staff requests the item be removed from the consent agenda. The minutes from the March 25th, 2024 meeting are included in the consent agenda. I will read each item on the consent agenda and ask if there are any issues or comments from the Planning Commission or the audience. And if you want to be heard, please raise your hand and the item will be moved to the regular agenda to allow you to address the commission later in the meeting. Any items remaining on the consent agenda will be approved by the Planning Commission with the conditions recommended by staff. Item number 1 on the consent agenda is the approval of the minutes of the March 25th, 2024 meeting. Item number 2 is a major amendment, 24-02, to amend the Mapleton Golf Plan Development District to allow 2 driveways on Slip Up Creek Road on the properties legally described as the south half, the southeast quarter. There is an exception of Laurel Ridge Addition and H-1, which is the end of exception. Section 23, Township 102 North, Range 49 West. And the north half, the northeast quarter. There's another exception of the A triangle section beginning in the southwest corner extending 680 feet north and 680 feet east. End of exception. Section 26, Township 102 North, Range 49 West, and the southeast quarter. The northeast quarter, Section 26, Township 102 North, Range 49 West. And the southwest quarter, the northwest quarter, Section 25, Township 102 North, Range 49 West, all in Mapleton Township. The petitioner and the property owners are 19th Flags LLC, and it is located between Slip Up Creek Road and Interstate 90, approximately 1 mile north of Sioux Falls. Is the petitioner here?
Hi, Danny Amundson on behalf of 19 Flags.
Okay. Is there any questions for the petitioner? Okay, I guess not at this time.
Okay.
Anyone from the audience wishes to speak to this item?
Hello, Tyler Childress, owner of the property just to the east of this property, the 2 parcels there. The location, I'm all in favor of golf course. I'm all in favor of multiple access points. My concern is when events are happening, cars have pulled into the driveway and pulled back. With a 45-mile-an-hour section, you have to be careful of any accidents that could happen inside there. So I don't know if there's a way to shift it over to the east. I'm just concerned there's a bus stop sign there, there's power there, there's a 3-phase power outlet of where they're gonna go. I'm just concerned about safety of people who are going 45 miles an hour that will mistake their driveway as our driveway. So I didn't know if there's another solution for down the road, a couple ways, 100-foot type thing, just for more separation. Thank you.
Anyone else care to address this item? Petitioner, do you care to address some of the questions he had, please?
I sure can. The location of where it's shown was actually placed there specifically at the request of the County Highway Department and the City of Sioux Falls Engineering after working through the notion of having the secondary access. Our primary use, and you can see there's kind of 2 different security gates there, one to get in and then also a transitionary one, both at the request of the city and the highway department. But the primary use of that is for our maintenance vehicular traffic, which will be before dawn in the morning and out by noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So the traffic for us coming in and out of there will be opposite timeframes of operations next door. And I also, again, they placed it where they wanted to place it, as close over there. That business also has a second driveway that's being installed for the residents as well. So they were concerned about getting it farther over, closer to the other primary entrance. So that's kind of how it ended up. And I think Kevin was kind of involved in some of those conversations as well. Questions?
So, Madam Chairman, if we could just backtrack just a second, because we were sort of in the middle of our consent agenda. So you will need to get a motion to approve the minutes from the March meeting, which was on the consent agenda, and then it appears this item is going to be pulled. So I'm assuming let's just indicate
Okay.
that someone pulled this item, and then we can sort of restart that discussion.
I'll need a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes on the county side.
Now, you already have read the item, so let's just assume that that Tyler wanted to have it. Oh, yeah, sorry, the city needs to vote.
Go ahead. Approval of the minutes.
I don't want to jump in front of Scott.
Sorry.
He was on
I
a
got all
roll.
mixed up, sorry.
City Commissioners, can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting, please?
Motion to approve. Second.
A motion to approve in a second. Any further discussion? Scott really wants us to discuss this further. All right. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. Thank you, Scott.
Okay, so now, let's, you read the second item. Let's ask if anyone in the audience would like to have it, or the commission would like to have it pulled. And if someone does, then I'll ask Kevin to make the presentation, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
Thanks.
Here, I'll pull it.
okay. Okay, so remove item number 2 to the regular agenda. Sorry, I got mixed up today.
That's all right. Kevin Hookman from the County Planning Department. As you just read, and I pulled, there it is. Major Amendment 2402 to amend the Mapleton Golf Plan Development District. This subject plan development is located north of Sioux Falls. The final development plan was recently approved at the February 26th meeting of 2024. That's a typo there. And this was the configuration for that final development plan. As we caught a little bit earlier, that we have this driveway here and a driveway here. If you recall, during that final development plan process, it was discussed that the ordinance that was adopted at the original plan development only allowed one driveway access. In order to fully adopt and implement the final development plan as approved, the plan development needed to be amended. The amended language that has been worked with the highway department as well as the streets department is shown. And I'll maybe just read that out loud. That driveway access shall be limited to 2 access points while Slip Up Creek remains under the jurisdiction of Minnehaha County and remains in its current 2-lane configuration. If either condition changes, the current roadway authority may reduce access to a single point. The reason why there's that kind of caveat there, that if for some reason, and a few years down the road, that this needs to become a divided highway, then maybe, this highway department or the streets department at that time would be able to say, you know what, this is the only access we will allow on this site. And that would be a future thing that would be negotiated with the landowner and the streets department or highway department at that time. Staff does recommend approval of the major amendment because it follows the final development plan that was previously approved. Is there any questions?
Any questions for him?
I have a question about how that's chosen. Like originally there was only one entrance. How is that? Is it just a like a linear, every so many linear feet, then one entrance is allowed, or how does that initial?
Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure. When it was originally brought up as a planned development, it was brought before the highway department and the streets department, and it was discussed at that time that they would prefer to have one driveway. Since that approval, the applicant has been working with them to figure out ways that they could allow that second driveway, and this was kind of the compromise.
So there's 2 entrances, or it's one entrance and one exit?
No, in this case, it's the customer entrance essentially, and then there's the maintenance entrance. The final development plan also includes a gate right here between the two. And that would allow the connectivity to go through, but also so that way people don't overly use this entrance, that it's going to be mainly this one, and this is just going to be for the maintenance crew.
So then the street just, is that to the north, or what direction is that? Just right next to it, to the right, as if you're looking at it, that's the entrance to Laurel Ridge, correct?
This right here.
Yeah.
This white, yes.
And it will be, that road will be 45 miles an hour?
These guys would probably answer that better than I can.
the Slip Up Creek Road to the north.
And it's gravel.
No, the Slip
This
Up
is
Creek Road
paved.
is paved.
And it's a one-way.
No, it's.
I mean,
it's-
there's
Yeah, there's one lane.
just
in
one
both
lane
directions.
each, okay. Is there a shoulder?
I didn't take any photos of it for this project. I believe there is a shoulder on it, yes. Yep, I'm getting the head nod over here.
Any further questions for him? Not at this time. We've already heard from the petitioner. Tyler's also asked some questions. Anyone else in the audience care to address this item? Okay, commissioners?
Madam Chair, if I may,
Go ahead, Mike.
understanding that the highway department's looked at this and deemed that an appropriate location, I'm sure they've assessed speed limits, line of sight, among many things. I don't know that we as a body should question their authority in that manner, but look at this as isn't it appropriate land use? It does feel like this is a appropriate land use, and I guess with that said, I'd be in favor.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and second to approve the major amendment 24-02. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes on the county side.
City Commission, there is a passage of Major Amendment 2402 on the county side. Look for a motion on the city side.
Move to approve, Chair.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approval, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All opposed, same sign. Amendment is passed on the city side.
Thank you. Any old business? New business? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn on the county side.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
City Commission, can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor of adjournment, please signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Well, and I kind of thought, should I stop her?
Oh, God.